The Nintendo Switch 2 is on the horizon, and we can expect this device to be launched anywhere in 2025. So today I'm going to go over my wish list of 10 things I'd love to see on the Nintendo Switch 2. And currently, the best version of the Switch that you can purchase is the Switch OLED, and that comes in at around $350 plus tax. So I'm basically going to be pitting the Nintendo Switch 2 features against the current Nintendo Switch OLED. And the first feature that I'd love to see on a new Nintendo Switch 2 is obviously an upgraded screen, and I'd love for them to add a 7-inch 1080p 60fps screen, and definitely I'd love for this screen to be OLED. The OLED Switch has great color accuracy, and it really does make your games pop a lot, and the games look a far lot better on the OLED Switch versus the standard Switch. So having a 1080p screen that's 7 inches would be great for portable play, and also with the Switch Joy-Cons incorporated, it does make it better for whenever you're playing a multiplayer game on the go with your Nintendo Switch, and you can share one of those Joy-Cons with a friend. The second feature I'd love to see on the Nintendo Switch 2 is 4K 60fps output when the device is docked. So we're definitely expecting a more powerful device, and I hope that Nintendo will be able to achieve 4K on their new device. Nintendo has never produced a 4K console before, and I think now is a perfect time for them to step into the new generation of 4K gaming. So the Switch 2 will be getting more power when the device is docked, and hopefully that will be enough for the device to output at 4K up to 60 FPS, depending on the game you're playing. Some games may run at a 2K or 1440p resolution at 60 FPS, and some may run at 4K 30 FPS. But nonetheless, whether it's upscale or checkerboard to 4K, I'd love to see some form of 4K on the Nintendo Switch 2. Third feature I'm looking forward to is when the device is docked, I hope that we can also add additional storage to the docking station. So whether that's an SSD or hard drive, I think this would be great because it means you can add more games to your Nintendo Switch for a lot cheaper. So for example, you can take your favorite games with you on the go, but if you have a bigger library, you can store them on the internal storage on the dock, and I'd love for it to just be standard where you can just pop in any SSD or any hard drive into the system for you to expand that storage. So you no longer have to be buying a bunch of cartridges or swapping out a bunch of different memory cards. You can just have your library stored on your device at home, and the games that you play the most, you just take them with you on the go. So imagine you have a Switch and you can have up to 1 terabyte of hard drive or SSD storage for you to store all of your games. That would be amazing, and I hope this is something Nintendo is considering adding to the Nintendo Switch 2. The fourth feature I'm expecting is backwards compatibility with the current Nintendo Switch. This is all but confirmed, and I'm not seeing any reason why the Switch 2 wouldn't have full backwards compatibility with the original Nintendo Switch. I'm expecting 99% to 100% of all Switch games to be playable on the new device, and I'm also expecting these games to run a lot better. You know, a lot of Switch games suffered from frame rate issues, where a lot of them were even below 30 FPS, and I'm hoping that the Switch 2, with the added increased performance, will be able to fix those issues and provide a better gameplay experience for Nintendo Switch gamers who wants to take over their existing library into the new generation. 5. I'm expecting a 5-hour plus battery life on the Nintendo Switch 2. Currently, it's about 3 hours depending on the game that you're playing. If it's an indie game, it could be more. But for AAA gaming, it's like 2-3 hours depending on the game that you're playing. So I'd love to see that increase to like anywhere to about 5+ hours. And I think that would be amazing. So if you have the best of the best running on the Switch, if you're getting anywhere to 4.5 to 5 hours of gameplay, I think that would be great. And that's something I'd love to see on the Nintendo Switch 2 going forward. Hopefully this is something that Nintendo can achieve with a smaller nanometer process of their new chipset, and also increase battery size, which probably will make the device a bit heavier, but I think it's a worthy sacrifice in order to achieve longer play times when you're out on the go, because you know this is mainly a portable device. You do have the option to dock the system and play your games at home, but whenever you're out and you want to get in a game, if you can get up to 5 hours, whether you're going to use the full 5 hours or not, but whether you can get up to 5 hours on a single charge, I think that's great. So if you can get 5 hours on just gaming, the Switch will have amazing battery life. Imagine media consumption. A lot of people use their Switch to, watch Netflix and stuff on the go, because, it is a tablet as well. So increased battery performance, 5+ hours, I'm hoping for on the new Switch. 6, I love to see native party chat support, where you no longer need your mobile phone to set up party chat on your Switch, and this current process is very cumbersome, and I just love for it to just be natively supported on the device. So you can just plug in a wired headset into the Nintendo Switch and enjoy party chat with your friends, or you can use a wireless Bluetooth headset to play your games on your Switch while enjoying party chat. I think this is something that Nintendo should be heavily considering, and I think it would be a big selling point to the new generation of the Switch, where you could just pick up your handle, connect a headset, and chat with your friends while in the lobby or whatever. Number 7, I'm expecting the Nintendo Switch to have a huge performance boost in the GPU area, and I'm hoping to see anywhere between 4 to 6 teraflops of GPU computational power. If they do go above 6 teraflops, I'll be heavily surprised, because that would be a lot to cram into a little handheld. It's anywhere between 4 to 6, and 6 is really pushing it, so I'm saying 4 would be perfect for a Nintendo Switch handheld, where we could achieve 4K gaming at 60 FPS on this device, and that would definitely be when it's docked. But we've seen what the Xbox Series S can do, the Xbox One X, and the PlayStation 4 at around 4 to 6 teraflops. We know that 4K is definitely possible at that level of computational power, and I'm hoping to see Nintendo upgrade their GPU and CPU combination so that the Switch can support 4K gaming when it is docked. And also, with about 4 to 6 teraflops, it means they will get a larger support from third parties, so a lot of your favorite games will get a Switch Pro port, and that means we could also possibly get GTA 6 on the Nintendo Switch, which would be amazing. Number 8, I'd love to see them add Holif Effect sticks and triggers to the Nintendo Switch 2. These will make the Nintendo Switch 2 triggers more durable, and the sticks as well, and reduce the likelihood of experiencing stick drift on your Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. And this was a big issue for the first generation Switch, and I'm hoping that they fix this issue by adding Holif Effect sticks, which basically have magnets in the sticks and the triggers that makes those contacts, so it's less likely for them to wear out over time and for you to experience that issue of stick drift. Number 9 is the price. The Switch OLED comes in at about $350, and we can definitely expect a price increase for the Switch 2, and I think $399 would be that sweet spot. So hopefully that is the price that they go for, and if they can go for less, maybe $350 or $299, who knows. But with all the big upgrade for the new hardware, I think $399 would be the perfect price. I don't really see Nintendo releasing a $500 console, because they're not really aiming for the same market space as Sony or Microsoft. So I think $399 would be like the perfect price for the Nintendo Switch 2. And number 10, I'm hoping that they add a improved kickstand on the Nintendo Switch 2, similar to what they have on the Switch OLED. So the kickstand that's on the first generation Switch, or the original Switch, it kind of is not ideal, and it makes the system a bit wobbly. It's not stable when you're playing in tabletop mode. So if they keep the consistency with something like what they have currently on the Switch OLED, then that will make the device just perfect. And that was a big improvement that they made with the Switch OLED, so I don't see them going back and releasing a Switch 2 with a kickstand that would make the gameplay experience in tabletop mode less than optimal. So that is it for my list, or my wish list of 10 things that I'd love to see on the Nintendo Switch 2. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Is there anything else that I left off of this list that you'd love to see on the Switch 2? Please leave your comments down below. Let me know. Do you think everything that I mentioned just now, if it's feasible, and would we be able to get something like this for $399 on a Nintendo Switch 2? I'm very excited for the next generation of Nintendo, and hopefully they do amazing. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, please give it a like, share it with a friend who likes tech, and until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.